Hey guys, happy Friday.
Summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. On the visitors' sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to get this one going. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Here's the kicker, Harrison Beavis, out to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Here's Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4 They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, Fields. This one deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Steelers first down. A gain of 7. And the Steelers first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. To throw, it's Rodgers. And completes it again to Metcalf. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. To throw is Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Harmon. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. This completes a Corley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers now to throw. He finds Austin complete. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's... So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be...
Hey guys, happy Friday.
So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw is Fields. To the sideline and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Now it's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a run with Warren. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And a loose football. And it looks looks like Steeler football. It is. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead, a handoff up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Avoids him at the 5. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Rodgers. Now he's going to step up.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 13-all our score as we start quarter number 4. Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That one taken in by Corley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets, first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Warren. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. What a spin. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Lazard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
Will McDonald in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throw that side taken in by Miller. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Hall again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter in Week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now May on the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. From the shotgun, it's May. And he fires one incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the draw is Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-lap circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry of the game for Zamir White. Taken down at the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's another Raiders first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back to throw, Smith. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So the Patriots coming out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air, May will try and do this himself. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. Like right at the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. After the run, Smith going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On the draw, here's Genty. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing is Smith. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's to Bash over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Gino going to hand it to Genty. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. On the give, Genty. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Looking to throw, May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll throw with May. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Off the play fake. Here's May. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Nifty move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Geno now to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Geno Smith keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
It's complete to Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
May going to bat this one forward. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again with Genty. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's May. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 8. Smith going to try and run with it. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Up the middle, it's Genty. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Smith. That's caught by Tucker. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A run straight ahead to Genty. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Smith. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Again, this is White. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about the field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England's offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Here's second down and 3. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. To throw, it's May. Slant route complete to Bell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Throwing here is May. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now second down and a few inches.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
To the air, May. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And the Patriots first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. May looking to run. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's second and a yard. A give up the middle to Gibson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. On the counter, it's Stevenson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's good for a Patriots.
From the gun, it's May. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he's
second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Raiders.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.